Some markets are not just places to buy food, clothes, or souvenirs. Some are places where the law becomes weak, where counterfeit medicine can kill, where toxic smoke poisons the air, where weapons are made in back rooms, and where one wrong turn can put you in the middle of violence. Today, we're counting down the top 9 most dangerous markets in the world. Stay until number 1, because the final market is not just dangerous. It became a symbol of war, weapons, and the collapse of order itself. Before we begin, tell us in the comments which market you think would be the most terrifying to walk through. Number 9. Akodessewa Fetish Market, Togo. This is not a normal market. It looks more like a doorway into an older, darker spiritual world. From the spiritual markets of West Africa, we travel to Old Delhi, where one of the world's oldest markets is also one of its most overwhelming. Number 8. Chandni Chowk Market, India. This market does not need guns to feel dangerous. The danger is in the crowd, the wires, the heat, and the impossible density of life. Chandni Chowk in Old Delhi is a living maze. Narrow lanes twist between old buildings. Rickshaws squeeze past motorcycles. Pedestrians push through crowds. Cows, vendors, carts, smoke, dust, and shouting voices all collide in one suffocating rhythm. Look up, and the scene becomes even more intense. Electrical wires hang overhead in thick, tangled clusters. But this chaos is just the beginning. The real danger of Chandni Chowk lies deeper in its history and structure. Stay tuned for part 3. Built in the 17th century during the Mughal era, Chandni Chowk is one of the oldest and busiest markets in India. It is famous for spices, fabrics, jewelry, street food, and history, but its extreme density also creates serious danger. When thousands of people, vehicles, and old buildings collide in narrow lanes, small problems can become major emergencies. The tangled electrical wires hanging over pedestrians are one of the most frightening features. In such tight alleys, short circuits and fires can become deadly because emergency vehicles struggle to enter. For locals, Chandni Chowk is not just chaos. It is business, history, food, survival, and daily routine. Generations have traded here. Families have built livelihoods here. The same market that overwhelms visitors also feeds thousands of families. But Chandni Chowk is dangerous because of overload. The next market is dangerous because people are sold medicine that may not heal them at all. Stay tuned for part 4. Number 9. Idumota Medicine Market, Nigeria. At this market, the most dangerous product may look like something meant to save your life. In the heart of Lagos Island, Idumota Market is loud, crowded, and packed with stalls. Pills, bottles, antibiotics, anti-malarial drugs, and pharmaceuticals move through a maze of traders and buyers. To someone desperate for treatment, it can look like access, but not everything that looks like medicine is medicine. The danger here is silent because it does not always happen in the market itself. It happens later, when someone takes a fake pill, when an infection is not treated, when a child receives medicine with the wrong ingredients, when poor families trust packaging that may be lying. The true scale of this counterfeit trade is staggering, but the next market puts danger in the open air of North Sulawesi. Stay tuned for part 5. Number 6. Tomohon Extreme Market, Indonesia. This market has become infamous because some of the animals sold here are the kind many people would never expect to see as food. In the highlands of North Sulawesi, Tomohon Market is crowded, noisy, and visually intense. Stalls display animal products that can shock visitors. Smoke, blood, cages, and the smell of burning fur create an atmosphere outsiders find impossible to process. It is not only a market, it is a cultural collision. Tomohon Market, sometimes called the Extreme Market, is known for selling a wide range of animal meats. The source mentions wild animals and animals many consider pets. For local communities, these practices connect to traditional Minahassan cuisine. For international observers, they raise major ethical and health concerns. Animals are confined in cramped cages and slaughtered in public, shocking animal protection groups. Beyond the emotion, the source points to zoonotic diseases, illnesses passing from animals to humans. Pathogens move across species in these conditions. The controversy of Tomohon is global, but the next market is dangerous because the air itself is poisoned. Stay tuned for part 6. Number 5. Agbogbloshie Electronic Waste Market, Ghana. This market is dangerous in a slower way. It does not always kill with violence. It poisons through smoke, metal, and poverty. In Accra, Ghana, Agbogbloshie looks like a post-apocalyptic landscape. Old computers, wires, and broken electronics are piled across the ground. Black smoke rises from burning cables. Young workers move through the haze, smashing and stripping machines by hand. The air looks dirty. The ground looks wounded. Agbogbloshie is a major electronic waste site where electronics are dismantled to recover copper. Waste arrives from developed countries under labels like recycling. But the reality is brutal. To extract small amounts of metal, people burn plastic coatings, exposing themselves to toxic substances. Stay tuned for part 7. Number 3. Tepito Market, Mexico. Tepito is not just a market. It is a world with its own rules, its own reputation, and a name that even locals say with caution. In the heart of Mexico City, Tepito is a dense maze of stalls, narrow paths, shouting vendors, and constant movement. Tarps cover the walkways. Merchandise hangs from every direction. People push through the market like a river of bodies. But beneath the noise, there is another darker layer. Tepito is often called Barrio Bravo, or the fierce neighborhood. It is shaped by black market trade, smuggling, drugs, and weapons. Stay tuned for part 9. Number 3. Tepito Market, Mexico. Tepito is not just a market. It is a world with its own rules, its own reputation, and a name that even locals say with caution. In the heart of Mexico City, Tepito is a dense maze of stalls, narrow paths, shouting vendors, and constant movement. Tarps cover the walkways. Merchandise hangs from every direction. People push through the market like a river of bodies. But beneath the noise, there is another darker layer. Tepito is often called Barrio Bravo, or the fierce neighborhood. It is shaped by black market trade, smuggling, drugs, and weapons. Stay tuned for part 9. Number 2. Darra Khel Arms Market, Pakistan. In this market, the sound of commerce is not only bargaining, it is metal striking metal and sometimes gunfire. Darra Khel sits in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region. Workshops line the streets. Metal parts, barrels, and tools appear where artisans work by hand. The air echoes with hammering, sparks flash in small workshops, and the products are not jewelry, clothes, or food. They are guns. Darra Khel is known for craftsmen who can copy famous firearms using basic tools. They replicate military hardware with remarkable similarity. But this hidden industry has consequences that reach far beyond these mountains. Stay tuned for the conclusion of this story in the next part. The source claims some copied weapons can look nearly identical to genuine models at a fraction of the price. Test firing may happen openly, adding to the market's dangerous atmosphere. A marketplace like this can turn deadly from a single dispute. For local craftsmen, weapon making can be a generational skill and a way to survive economically. But the broader consequences are severe. Markets like this can feed armed conflict and instability far beyond these mountains. But number 1 is dangerous because the entire market became tied to war, militancy, and the collapse of order itself. Stay tuned for part 11. Number 1. Bakara Market, Somalia. Imagine a massive open-air market under a hard African sun. Stalls spread across crowded streets, vendors shout over the noise. Spare parts and weapons, but the atmosphere is not like a normal marketplace. There is tension in the air. Armed men can appear where customers should be. Bakara Market was established in the 1970s, but as Somalia's government collapsed into conflict, the market became associated with something much darker. The source describes Bakara as a place where counterfeit money, fake passports, and heavy weapons could circulate. AK-style rifles and grenades were tied to its reputation. In some dangerous markets, crime hides behind trade. In Bakara, the line between trade and conflict became terrifyingly thin. Stay tuned for Part 12. The source says the market was for years controlled or influenced by armed groups and became connected to extremist activity. The market retained a reputation for bombings, shootings, and armed clashes. But Bakara was not some remote battlefield. It was a market. A place where ordinary people still needed to buy food, earn money, move goods, and survive. That is the horror. Daily life did not stop because danger was present. Bakara matters because it shows what happens when the structure of society breaks down. A market should represent exchange, connection, and community. But when law collapses, the same market can become something else. A battleground, a hiding place, a place where bread and bullets can exist in the same economy. Stay tuned for the final conclusion. The source describes Tepito as a major distribution center for counterfeit and smuggled goods, with illegal activity existing alongside normal trade. Visitors unfamiliar with the area may face robbery, extortion, or the risk of being caught in violent incidents. The frightening part is not just what is sold. It is the feeling that the normal rules may not fully apply. Tepito has survived decades of police crackdowns and remains deeply embedded in Mexico City's urban life. To outsiders, it may look like chaos. To locals, it is also a place of work, culture, and resilience. That is what makes Tepito so haunting. It is both market and warning, both livelihood and underworld. But Tepito's danger comes from underground power. The next market puts the weapon trade at the center of daily life. Stay tuned for Part 14. Markets are supposed to be places of life. They are where people meet, trade, eat, bargain, work, and survive. But in some places, the market becomes a mirror of deeper problems. Poverty, pollution, corruption, disease, violence, conflict, and the failure of law. From Akodessewa's haunting spiritual stalls and Chandni Chowk's overloaded alleys to Agbogbloshie's toxic smoke. Tepito's underground economy, Darra Khel's weapons trade, and Bakara's war-torn chaos. These markets reveal a darker side of human survival. Which market shocked you the most? Would you dare walk through any of them with a camera? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy documentary-style rankings about hidden worlds, subscribe for more. In the next video, we'll explore the most dangerous cities tourists still visit every year. Final fade into market ambience and silence.